Hello again, now it's time for Legend of Korra Season 2, Episodes 1 and 2 review, Rebel Spirit, aka Southern Lights. 6 months have passed since the defeat of Amon, the council has been disbanded, and Korra and Mako are in love. Open prop on a fishing boat in the ocean. That massive script rips the fisherman and the boat. Back in Republic City, Bolin is still in friends of the pro team. They have not been doing well since Korra and Mako's departure. Cut to the streets of Republic City, we see new police force and the motorcycles. Enjoy how technology was present in the first season, and really enjoy the whole Metro Fuse declares to look as Republic City opens again. Mako is chasing after a couple waterbender crooks with his firebending. Notice the animation is still very good and the effects of vehicles have gotten a lot better. You know, for most of my videos, I'm not a fan of conspicuous CGI, especially that the mecha and turning times look terrible in broad daylight. Still, this chick is great against the night sky and city lights. Mako then ramps with a truck and firebends the engine, crashing it. That is awesome. He then makes a quip as he takes them in. Zombies working into planes trying to clean up the mess her father left when he allied with the equals and tried to kill everyone. Back at the air temple, Korra, having mastered airbending, is having invaded Tenzin's kids. Korra wins when she enters the avatar state. Tenzin berates her for using that way, saying it should be used in dire circumstances. Korra told her she should be able to use it how she sees fit, as she is the avatar. Boomy improves of Korra's spunk into Tenzin's chagrin. I like how Korra is personified as a strong female character, much like Katara and Toph before her, not to mention Suki and the other Kyoshi warriors. I'm also interested in seeing where Boomy goes as a character, seeing how he's an active older fella, much like his namesake from the original series. Tenzin says that Korra still has much to learn, and she must connect with her spiritual side and want to complete master airbending. Tenzin takes his kids and Korra to air temples in the four corners of the earth. Also, I enjoy how Tenzin is effectively comically serious in contrast to his ancestor Aang. Aang was an optimistic person who was prepared to do the right thing, but he knew when to have fun as well. Tenzin is quite uptight about Korra and his mischievous children, but does genuinely care for them and wants the best for them. Quinn then takes the opportunity to invite Tenzin's children to a spirit festival at her home in the Southern Warrior Tribe. There'll be food, fun, and games for all. The kids are excited, and Boomy says to tag along, having been invited. So the journey begins. Korra and Mako share a moment between them as he reads off more his one-liners for capturing criminals. Mako then points out Tenzin's looking out for Korra, but Korra will have none of it. She decides to take a walk. They arrive at the Southern Warrior Tribe and agree to the woman they course family. The Korra does tell Mako he worries about him and his daughter given the events of the first season of Italy. Bolin has also arrived as it has achieved the Northern Warrior Tribe. Talonrock is not happy with this, but his wife tells him not to worry. Chief steps out with the boat, as well as his children, Eska and Desna, the latter of whom both will name mistakes for a girl. Chief is pleased to see Korra, but not so much his brother. Chief expresses disdain for the fact that Southern Warrior Tribe has lost most of its spiritual connections. Korra is just happy to be at the festival. He goes and says the festival itself has lost spiritual connections. Korra said foreign spirits are tagging people. Unlock then offers to help her with his spiritual teachings. Korra is eager, but Talonrock is not sure. Meanwhile, Bolin and Asami back together. Bolin is posing as Asami's assistant while she goes to meet a powerful businessman on the Chief's ship. Even though Bolin lets something slip, the businessman is every bit as fondly as Bolin is, so he starts cozying up to him. And though this cliché, so let's continue. Just as Asami is there to seek a partnership with cargo freight, businessman sexes another crazy idea, moving pictures. A twist in showing technology no made appears pissed. The businessman tells Asami Bolin is in the past. Despite the fact we had previously isolated total newsreel for him. Then they couldn't have other types open with One Piece, Gundam Wing, Teen Titans, Pokemon, beware the Batman watching this on a computer. Then the businessman suggests making another movie with more action, a smoking hot female lead, which Bolin goes gaga over, and cute animals drawing the kids. Some may side with the proposal, so for the time being she just wants him to simply jump in future industries. Businessman agrees. The Fiesta has begun a commitment to the festival. Unlock tells Korra the importance of spiritual level of the Avatar. Korra wants to decide for herself as teacher. Unlock is disappointed with how someone wants to restore spiritual connection. Then the businessman calls in dancing auto penguins to lighten the mood. Bolin tries to make his move on Eska. They do not make Korra happy. They decide to play his little game. As Korra and Mako bond over carnival games, Korra wants to take Unlock up on his offer to be her spiritual teacher. That night, Naga hears something and wakes everyone up. Then suddenly attacks her gets close to Korra. They also make short work with Mako and Bolin. Korra chases after and Talk tries to help all their no match with Spirit. Tenzin tries to console Spirit to no avail. Korra then enters the Avatar state deal with Spirit, but is far too powerful. Unlock is able to quell the Spirit, but the design connects like a purple version no fakes Spirit away. Korra is impressed how Unlock was able to help. Korra had enough seen the all-failed stop the Spirit Unlock could. Korra, with much uncertainty, decides to go with Unlock as Spirit teacher. As Tenzin leaves, Boomy George bids goodbye to his family. And Korra asks Mako if she made the right decision. He applies that for her to figure out. Korra begin to train even more so Unlock is taking on a journey on the South Pole. Tenzin reaches the Southern Air Temple and is greeted by the people maintaining it. Tenzin contends the head shaver and his wife Pam out a large bouquet of flowers. They are excited to receive the next generation of airbenders to children make mischief. Back at the Southern Water Tribe, Korra is just about ready to go see Mako one of the Boliners. And Tom cuts up demands he go with them. Korra and Unlock fears saying his presence will be more harm than good. Then Tom has a messed up blessed nose in the Everstorm. But unless survive, still will be on more gear. As conditioned that my sidecars, Korra grudgingly accepts Tom's offer to accompany them. We enjoy the character interaction in the first season of the original Avatar Last Airbender, so I'm definitely excited to see where this group goes together. Unlock says they must enter the spirit world in order to call the spirits. Korra must enter by the winter solstice. The mortal spirits come in, the group says to keep moving to find a commission camp. Unlock also happened to Tomrock. He was banished from the Northern Mortar Tribe. He was a general in the North Pole driving up an enemy attack 20 years ago. Followed them in the forest, which is spiritual land. They captured barbarians but destroyed the forest as a result. The spirits then attacked. They made distinct appearances and managed to destroy their power. It was a horrible mistake. Tomrock was banished from the Northern Mortar Tribe. It's a generally sad scene and a very important one. Mike might have said that Korra is going to be a lot darker than the other Avatar was. Given how dark everyone's present there, that is saying something. Top light in the mood, Bolin gathers that he was sacked as chief, giving him a good jab of Mako. Korra, of course, is not happy that her father kept it from her. She then walks off on her own. Back at the Southern Air Temple, Tenzin takes Nora to a room, a statue with all the past avatars. One to the other, and the racing spears of air. Mio then crashes into one of the statues. I like Tenzin's kiss very much. Notice that Milo's teeth have come more since the last season, but he's still very mischievous. Jorah then looks at the statue of her grandfather, Aang, as in awe of it. Then she notices something when they cut back to the South Pole. As the journey continues, Korra's not happy with her father as he tries to console her. Korra still wants to go through spiritual training, and Unlock then says when spirits are at peace, there are lights in the night sky. Once they're there, but suddenly lights are gone because of the unrest. They reach the gate and head in. Unlock says to keep moving, but then spirits come from the ice and attack. Mid plans to make short work of the group. Unlock then calls spirits design spirits here with their amphibian appearance of mouth with sharp teeth. Mind their Princess Mononoke. Bolin's snowmobile crashes while Eska and Distant calmly lift him off and bend the ice around their boots as ski after him. Unlock says to continue or talk as he turns back. Korra moves to kill him out of the party. The rest of the group continues toward the portal. Korra's unhappy with Mako and her father, but the forest frozen in ice. The Avatar must go alone. Korra's then encouraged to go in with support of her party. Korra then goes in. The forest is cold, dark, and full of spirits. Korra's then attacked by two spirits that resemble serpents who fights among the heads to the portal. Like a Scenario Temple, John sees another statue. Korra's from the light and dark is ambushed by more of the spirits. Commander Massman start grabbing at her. Korra goes in and out and supports us in time as sudden lights shine once more. Mako and Bolin are amazed as Unlock and Tomrock. Korra's next journey has begun. Then a whole fleet of ships in the north have arrived in the south. The second season is off to a great start. It's clear the story is working very hard to live up the expectations of the last season and its predecessor in terms of both animation and storytelling. Tension between characters every bit engages to find kind of find some live action dramas. I was enjoying how creative design and spirits are inspired Unlock as an ulterior one to going by that flotel that came in at the end. I think one of my favorite new additions has to be Eska and Desna. How cold and calculating waterbenders makes for great characters. Went to admire from the original series and shown to be very skilled waterbenders as well. So you can definitely expect me to keep this going. By the way, these 4 Stars of War. Next episode review will be up soon and I will see you later.